Papa and Cookie, my mercs. We're hold up. We actually do the button thing first. Make sure it's up and about. But okay, bot's live! Yay! Okay. All right. Let me just take a drink before we start. Hydrate. Okay, the chat works amazing. All right, I've been Bucky, everybody. We are back with. Someone prepared, man. Oh. There we go. Forgot to turn my fan on. All right, we are back. It is that time of the year again. Well, I guess it's like what, once every, like 4 times a year. So the quad annual. Hey, Trent General, welcome to the stream. See, you were here early. Yeah, I was gonna schedule it for 5, but 5:30 is kind of was a better choice. So yeah, okay. So this is for spring 2025, which is the one we just watched, and summer 2025, which is what's coming up. So we're gonna start obviously with what we watched last season, and we'll see. I thought it was like 3 hours ago, though. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I usually have my streams at 3, so it's like, yeah, I can see why you'd be a little confused. All right, starting from the beginning with Ahad and Sand, 2nd season. Pretty good, pretty good. Obviously, like, was it really anything I was, what's it called? Anything like different? It's just pure comedy, right? It was pretty good, pretty good. Probably better than the, honestly, kind of better than the first one in some ways. So I like that. Derek's here too. Hi, Derek. See, what are those badges? Ooh, those are new. What is that? I just noticed that. What the heck? Top fans. Oh, there's like fan XP and stuff now. Oh, that's cool. See, he was been been here longer and stuff. Interesting. That's cool. Oh, maybe we'll be able to do something with that. Who knows? Huh. All right. So let's see. A Love to Captivating. I think this was like the gay anime. Yeah, Boys Love You. I didn't watch that. A Ninja and an Assassin Under One Roof. I did watch. This one was actually pretty funny. I really enjoyed this one. It's kind of a sleeper hit in a way. And yeah, their dynamic is adorable. She's a dork. She's an assassin. And they get along. They get along. The top yappers. We should have like a thing like at the end of the month. It's like the top 10. I don't know. We'll do like a little thing or something. I don't know. We'll have to see because that's an interesting little thing to add. Okay, Anne Shirley actually didn't end up watching because I had learned a few things. Apparently, Anne Shirley's Canadian, and me and Canadians are. Anyways, I didn't watch it. It just kind of looked eh, and apparently it's a remake, so I didn't really care. Apocalypse Hotel. This one I really enjoyed. This one was fun, dude. This one was amazing. It takes place over the course of like a ridiculous amount of time, like 1,000 years. And it is pretty funny. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend this one. I'd probably give this one like a solid 9, honestly. It was original too. It was pretty original. It did a lot of things different than that I've never really seen. The comedy was just pretty good. Alright, Bye Bye Earth Season 2. Did finish this. I did watch the first season. So, yeah, I don't understand what the heck was going on most of the first season, and that wasn't any different for the second season. Nobody actually knows what this anime is about. Nobody knows anything about this anime. Was it a fun watch? It was alright, I guess. A bit weird, but, I mean, I honestly don't know if I'd recommend it. I'd probably give it like an 8, but yeah, it was all right. Can a boy-girl friendship survive? Another typical rom-com. So I have my gripes with this one, considering there's like a love triangle between the 3, right? But at one point they make it seem like he's going out with her because she like tells him like, hey, I kind of like you, like, you know, but she confesses to him. And I thought they were going out, but it turns out that they weren't. So I don't know what the heck was going on, and then she's like trying to egg her on, but she likes him too, and it's the stupid love triangle like stuff, and I hate it. I absolutely hated it. Anime was not really too bad, but it's like, at what point does she come in? Like, if you remove her from the story completely and it's just them two, nothing changes. and it was dumb the whole time. Like, I don't know. She just kind of got annoying. She just really got annoying, like, towards the later end of the season. But yeah, would not recommend that one. It wasn't really even... It wasn't really anything. It was just, It's kind of painful to watch, not gonna lie. Catch me at the ballpark. Okay, so... I did talk about this before. The very odd, like, thing that the Japanese have with the beer girls. Where they go around and sell, like, beer stuff. And people actually, like they treat them as idols, pretty much. Because the Japanese are cool like that. Anyways, this one kind of caught me by surprise. This one's surprisingly very fleshed out. Very, like, normal, you know. Because it's not just about her. It's about the whole ballpark. So it's got, like... They talk about, like, the players and the mascots and the beer girls and the people that actually go there, the fans and the vendors and stuff. And I really liked that. It felt pretty... It was a breath of fresh air in a world where it's mostly, like, the fantasy crap and the isekai garbage take, like, center stage. So I really liked it. It was very down to earth, you know? And, well, I'm personally not a baseball fan. My dad is. He's a huge baseball fan. But... I really enjoyed watching this one, even as not being a baseball fan. So I highly recommend Catching the Ballpark. Solid 9 for me. Almost every type of anime where two girls fighting for one boy are the same. Dude, it's exactly the same thing. If you watch one, you watch them all. Like, there's nothing different that this one does that anything else hasn't done. They fight. One of them is obviously, like, trying to get with him, and the other one is like, well, not fight, what am I saying? They kind of, like, bicker over it, you know? And one of them is like, oh, well, you can have him. She's trying to push him on. And then nothing happens. That's the worst part. It's like nothing happens, dude. You know they're not going to get together at the end. It's dumb. This one, I believe, was a movie, right? Yeah, it's a movie. This one I have not watched, actually. I actually need to... I'll keep that over there because I do want to watch that. Like, the baseball one is pretty interesting. It really is, because it's not just about one thing. It's about the whole ballpark as a whole. Like ballpark culture. It honestly kind of got me hype every time, like, Monday or Tuesday. I forgot when it aired. I think it was Tuesday. When it came along, I'm like, oh, Catching the Ballpark Club, gotta watch it, you know. It was pretty fun. It was pretty nice. This one I was gonna watch, then I realized it looked like garbage, so I kind of skipped it. So yeah, I didn't really bother with this one. I think this one was like a game one, right? Is it a game one? Yeah, it's just a game one. I definitely skipped out on that. Everyday Host Club, I skipped. Fire Force Season 3. Okay, so I have my grabs for this one too. Kind of hyped, not gonna lie. Because I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. I really liked the first one. But the 3rd season felt a little off. Like, I guess the characters were already pretty, like, well built and stuff. But there's some times, like, they spent like 3 episodes trying to get through a gate. Like, they got to the gate of this prison or a compound of some kind. And they spent, like, fighting this guy for, like, the whole, like, 2-3 episodes, it felt like. You know? A gate. Yes, there, a gate. Not that kind of gate, though. But yeah, they were fighting this, like, one of the cultist guys, and he's really strong. He's like a dragon of some kind. And it's like, man, nothing's happening. Meanwhile, like, the captain got captured, and he's, like, basically flexing his muscles so that the bug doesn't bite him and turn him into an inferno. It was weird, but that was funny. But overall, out of all the 3 seasons so far, this is the weakest one, like, big time. Sad JSD of noises. No, Derek, no, it's kind of the same with Fire Soldiers. Yeah, but yeah, no, Fire Force Season 3 was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. We didn't really get to learn that many new things, a few, but it wasn't like, oh. So I would give this season like a lower score, maybe like a 7. I don't know how people rate it this high, honestly. That's kind of like a typical thing I always see is like I rate stuff like low, people rate it high. I rate stuff high, people rate it low. Right. Food for the soul. Your typical like slice of life, cute girls doing cute things kind of thing. Honestly, this one was kind of nothing special, but the comedy dynamic between the 5 girls is pretty nice. If you just need something to like chill to, I'd recommend this one. Probably give it an 8. Pretty good on the ratings, but yeah, nothing too special. They just go out, eat, and just kind of have fun, really. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, yes. So I watched the first like 2 episodes of this. Immediately got bored and just kind of stopped watching. I just dropped it. I couldn't care any less, dude. I kind of could see how this was going. This guy is completely aloof to anything. So your typical, like, fantasy protagonist. All the girls kind of want him. So it's like, okay, that's another trope. And he's, like, really strong but doesn't know it. It's like, okay. Where's the special of it? I've seen that 1,000 times. It's nothing different. The only difference is that he's a teacher, and that's it. So I dropped it. I really couldn't care any less. Bro, I honestly couldn't bring myself to watch Go Lose the Rangers second season, honestly. So I don't even know if it was good or not. Honestly, I didn't really care. The story kind of started like dropping off on me in the first season, so I really didn't care. So I kind of I just dropped it. I didn't drop it. I didn't even watch it. Anime mukbang, not exactly, but but we can get to that. Guilty Gear Strive Dual Rulers. So I did say this one was gonna be like kind of hype and like probably gonna be like a heavy hitter. I take back what I said. I kind of dropped this one halfway through. Mainly because I just watched it because of Bridget, because everybody likes Bridget, because Bridget's adorable. And then the plot kind of happened, if you can call it that, where, okay, so here's the plot, right? The plot is that this guy, main character, right, screams this girl's name the entire episode. That is it. That is literally it. I was so distracted from the story because he just kept yelling her name the whole freaking time that I couldn't even care. He's one of those like do-gooder characters, and I didn't really like that. I really don't like those kinds of characters. So yeah, and then Bridget got beat up, and then they took her out of the story, so I kind of stopped caring after that. So yeah, I really couldn't care less. So I dropped it like 6 episodes in. Just play the game. Honestly, just play the game. This, I don't know what this is. Oh, right, this is another gay one. I think this one was airing from last season, and I said I had dropped it because I couldn't care less, because it's your typical fantasy. The party that I was in, like, I left it or whatever. They kicked me out, and now I have a harem. Kind of stupid premise, so I dropped that. What else do we have? I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Honestly, I just couldn't care less about this one either. The kid was just kind of annoying, because he's just kind of like, he's just kind of a dumb kid, and I didn't really like it. It's like, it's just a harem. It's pretty much just a harem, and I stopped caring. If anything, I kind of just forgot about it, because it aired like a few times, and I was trying to follow it. Oh yes, it's Evil Optimus Prime. Yeah, Evil Optimus Prime. Yes. But yeah, it was just kind of dumb. I couldn't care less. I've been killing slimes for 300 years. A bit of an unexpected, like, airing, right? I didn't expect this one to get a second season. It was fun, but honestly, I kind of prefer the first season, really. She's still kind of gathering waifus here and there, growing the family, but it kind of just felt like the first season's, like, from episode, like, 3 onward, or, like, episode 4 onward, it kind of felt the same. So I wasn't really too into it as I was for the first season. I did watch all of it. It was still fun. It was like a solid 7.5. But yeah, it was not as good as the first one. Not gonna lie. Kakushite Makina-san. So this is one of the robot waifu. Super ecchi, of course. Every episode was ecchi. And well, I did watch all of it, obviously. It's just kind of comedy, but for the most part, it's her parts falling, like her leg or her arm or something, or there's some sort of mechanical problem, and then the guy, which you don't see here for some reason, the main boy that you don't see is like kind of trying to help her out when she's trying to seduce him, but she doesn't know what's like sex is, so it's kind of, yeah. So it's just kind of ecchi comedy pretty much the whole time, but it's just the same kind of stupid gag over and over again, and it did kind of start wearing me down like a few episodes in, but I still finished it. It was all right. It's like a 7 maybe. Kowloon generic romance. I like Zombina constantly falling apart, causing her stitches. Kind of, except think like all 12 episodes are just that pretty much, and she's trying to seduce you the whole time. That's literally it. Alright, so Kowloon generic romance. This one did catch me off guard a little bit. I wasn't gonna watch it because of the art style. I'm glad I didn't decide to not watch it, because it was pretty good. And it's got some pretty good twists, not gonna lie. Also, the whole story of Kowloon, like the walled city, is actually pretty interesting. I suggest anybody interested in that, like, to go look it up, because it's a really cool, like, it was a really cool, like, well, not really, it was full of crime and disease and stuff, but, like, the premise of it was very interesting. Not cool, interesting. There you go, that's the word. Sorry, I have something in my eye again. Ugh. But this one was pretty good. It's kind of, like, mystery-oriented, so if you're into that, I would recommend this one. Also, main girl, pretty cute, so yeah. But, yeah, pretty good. I'd give that one probably like a 9. Pretty good, pretty solid. Lazarus. Probably my heavy hitter for the season. From the creator of Cowboy Bebop, of course. And I'm pretty sure it's over, right? Pretty sure we saw the last episode a couple days ago. Yeah. This one does have an English dub that is also pretty good because it aired on Toonami. The dude with the white suit looked like he came from Toby Hero X. Oh, we'll get to that. Trust me, we'll get to that, to the Toby Hero X. So, Lazarus. Pretty good. Like, very, like, futuristic kind of, like, I think it's like, what's it called? Not cyberpunky, but it's kind of getting to that. The story was really good. The fights were amazing. Done so good choreographed. And the soundtrack. Oh, dude, the soundtrack was so good. There's like one track they play at the beginning and at the end that was just so perfect. But there's like a lot of kind of like almost like jazzy kind of like blues in a way, but like more new kind of thing. It was really good though. Like every time like a track came on, it's like, oh, you know it's gonna get good. Like, you know, Axel's gonna like kick someone's butt real good and stuff. But yeah. I don't know why it has a 7. This should be like a 9, dude. I gave it a 10 personally, but it's more of like a 9 in a way, I guess. But I really liked it. Highly recommend this one. It's only 12 episodes. It's a fast watch. You can watch it. Me and the Alien Moo Moo. So this one was interesting. I thought it was one thing that kind of ended up being another thing where well, the cat's an alien, right? And he's trying to get his stuff back together. He's trying to fix his ship so he can, like, leave or something like that. But for some reason, it turned into every episode being like, oh, we're going to learn about, like, how this appliance works and stuff. And it kind of got boring after that. Also, the main girl, for some reason, reminds me of a cockroach. I don't know. It's probably, like, the big hair or whatever. Aren't they? Sometimes, trenches. Derek, sometimes, yes. Not all the time, but yes. So, I dropped it because I couldn't care. Like, it just kind of, I was like, I really couldn't care, but yeah. Mono! So, a little bit of a surprise from this one. We were watching it, I'm watching it, and then all of a sudden I see this character. I'm like, oh, that looks like a character from Eurocamp. Oh, that is a character from Eurocamp. And then the next episode, oh, that's another one. It's by the creator of Eurocamp, which is like the most chill anime of all time, right? I love it to heck, dude. It's amazing. And this takes place in the same universe, I guess, and the same like location, because you see the other characters walking around and stuff. So that's funny, but the only thing I didn't like about this anime is that it was marketed as the photography club turning into the cinema club, right? Or the cinephoto club, where they take video and take photos. But at the end of the day, it kind of ended up being what the Food for the Soul anime was, where they just kind of go and like eat and stuff. But it was half of that, half of like a travel anime. Because like for some reason, travel anime is starting to be like really big in Japan. I guess they really need the tourism now, but yeah. Overall, at the end of the day, it was just cute girls doing cute things, going to places, taking photos here and there. Pretty chill overall. I really just felt at ease watching it. Kind of my palate cleanser and stuff. So yeah, would recommend it. Saw it like 8.5 maybe. So yeah. Where else? My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Well, I I kind of it looked interesting. All right, it looked interesting. Main character's a freaking dork and his power's stupid, and he ends up kind of like, I don't know, joining these vigilante types and whatnot. Honestly, I couldn't really care. I really couldn't care. I just kind of dropped it. She was pretty cute. Prop Step was pretty cute, but I just couldn't care, man. Just either continue the freaking the main one or finish it, please. Just end it, man. All right, no time for spin-offs. All right, spin-offs later on. Okay, just I dropped it. I couldn't care. Japanese Marvel. It's trying to be. It really is. All right. Once Upon a Witch's Death. So, I thought at first this one was gonna be like cute girls doing cute things. I was like, okay, all right, not really with high expectations. And then they started dropping some pretty heavy stuff. Also, I don't know why these animes have the Christmas collabs when they came out in April. Literally, all these animes are coming out in April when they have Christmas collabs. 2024 version. That makes no sense to me. But yeah, it really started getting kind of dark and heavy, like past like episode 3. And I did kind of like where it was going, so I do recommend this one. But Bucky, you're for All Mankind spinoff. You're waiting on at the same time as the next season. Yeah, but like they finished though. Like there is nothing else they could really do. And it's well, I guess maybe it is kind of the same thing. But still, it's not like you've been waiting on this for your fans for like the past 3 years, dude. Like, come on, my hero. Anyways, yeah. So main girl's a dork. Meg Raspberry's a freaking dork, but she's like a lovable dork. I really like this one, so I would recommend give it like a 9. Pretty good. Oh, jeez. Did I really have to talk about this? I had to talk about this when it aired, and I had to talk about it when it didn't air. And now it has a second season. Okay. I need a drink for this one, dude, because, Also, my dang eye's been hurting for like the past few days, and it's pissing me off. Okay. So, Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World, Season 2. Well, I talked about how this one had production issues, and they had to kind of cancel it like 3 or 4 episodes in. And then they decided to actually continue it. And you know how I said the story was kind of nonsensical and made no sense, and the characters all just were so one-dimensional? Well, let's just say that didn't really change. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, huh? Okay. Uh-huh. And then I kind of fell asleep halfway through, and I just stopped caring. Like, it was just so boring. It just got boring and nonsensical. I just stopped watching it, dropped it. Would not even bother. Don't even bother with the first season, dude. Like, at all. It's just dumb. All right, anime of the season, boys. Anime of the season. Please put them on, Takamina-san. Okay, I know we like all like our ecchi, right? But can I just say that she's the most annoying character I've ever seen in an ecchi. She's so annoying. Because while you don't see him here, there's actually a main character that's a boy, and he's kind of a pushover. But like, so here's the problem I have with people kind of bashing these kinds of main characters, right? So whenever there's like an ecchi anime with a kind of like a shy protagonist and like a very ecchi main girl, people always give the guy like crap. Is like, oh, come on, dude, like do something, or like, you know, stop being such a coward. You're like some kind of wuss or whatever. It's like, realistically, most people in that scenario would probably be like that. Like, can we like get over the fact that, you know, some people can be normal and not everybody's like some blood, like has like super lusty, like ecchi personality? Like, I don't know where that stems from the community, but it's always giving these characters crap. Same with like the Machina anime. It's like everyone's giving crap to the main guy for being the same way. But realistically, it's like, dude, he's like inexperienced in this. He's not really going through a phase where he wants this. Why are you giving him crap for being normal? Right? Most people are like that. It's dumb. Anyways, so the premise of this was that she takes off her, you know, her undergarments, and she can go back in time to like wherever she desires, pretty much. So like if she messes something up, she takes it off, and then she goes back to like before she messed up, and she could fix it. Problem is, that premise sounds interesting, and then you realize this is actually just ecchi rom-com fan service bullcrap, right? It's not even a comedy. I don't know why they put comedy in here, because half of the time she doesn't even mess up. She's like, oh, I want to redo that because I could do it better, because she's like the perfect Kaicho. And it gets so annoying because she does it for such dumb things. And then she basically blackmails the main character in a very, very messed up way, I might add, right? Like, we're talking like some sexual assault kind of thing, right? Where she basically threw himself on her and basically cried like, oh no, someone's like groping me. And then they basically would have arrested this guy and ruined his life. And then she blackmails him into like, all right, so you're gonna help me with like whatever, you know. It's so dumb. Gator! Sus anime, no, exactly. But I'm giving this one crap, Gator, because this one was actually annoying. I honestly kind of didn't really enjoy it, really. Like, their dynamic was terrible. Like, yeah. It was just horrible. I wouldn't even like ship them, dude. Just poor guy, man. Let's see. Rock is a lady's modesty. So I know I usually don't like music anime, but this one was pretty good. I really did enjoy this one. Because, like, all the main girls, especially her, I like Tina, she's adorable. All the girls are kind of dorks. And they're all kind of crazy in a way. And they're all just trying to play, like, they're trying to be free because they're, like, supposed to be upper class, like, ladies, you know. But they kind of don't want to be. They want their own freedom and stuff, you know. So, kind of enjoyed that. I could enjoy some freedom myself. And the music was pretty good too. So yeah, I really like this one. So if you're into music anime, this one's pretty decent. Other than that, there's really not much to it. But yeah, probably would give this one probably an 8. Pretty good, pretty solid. Let's see, where else? I don't know what this is, but just reading the title gives me a headache. Didn't watch that. All right, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary Season 2. So, got my gripes with this one as well. While it is really good visually, and the story is also pretty good, the music is that intense. Yeah, dude, they start like sweating and stuff, and they start like cussing at each other because they're like, your playing was horrible, you could do better than that. And they're like, yeah, they just lose their crap. But yeah. So my problem with this one is that, I don't know, like the whole arsonist story, because this one was separated into 2. It was like a very mystery kind of oriented show. The first season had like 4 mysteries across the 12 episodes, which is okay. This one only had really 2. It was the arsonist and the hit and run. I think he means what's in the background. The background? I guess. Oh, the Skyrim music? Yeah. Yeah, I have Skyrim music playing in the background. Yeah, I have that. Yeah, because then again, I lose like track of what I'm saying. Yeah. So the first arc on this is like the arsonist arc, and I kind of lost track of it because they talk a lot. Like, there's a lot of dialogue, and there's a lot of names, a lot of Japanese names, a lot of things you got to remember, and I did kind of start getting lost. So that was kind of my own fault. But yeah, sure, the anime is dramatic too. Not as dramatic as the Skyrim music. So the arsonist arc was alright. They didn't even really show who the arsonist was at the end. They did catch him, but they didn't really show it. They kind of were hinting that she was the arsonist at one point, but like, or that her brother might have been it, or this and that, but eh. And I kind of started getting lost, and yeah, overall the arsonist arc was a little bit like hit and miss. And also the main, this guy, he was in charge of like the newspaper, and he was kind of being like a yellow journalist. He was kind of annoying, honestly. He was a little annoying, and they were going out. So these guys, they were sort of going out, but not really. So they kind of went their own separate ways, and then he asked her out. She's like, all right, even though she didn't really like him. And then he got together with her, but she was kind of a slut in a way. He kind of knew, but not really, and then she ended up breaking up with him, and they kind of not got back together, but kind of got back together. It was kind of a mess. It was a bit of a mess. And the second arc was there was a hit and run. So someone was trying to hit him, and he pushed her out of the way and saved her, and he got like sent to the hospital. But it turns out that there was an incident like 4 years prior where the same thing almost happened, and she witnessed it. And then the guy ended up kind of like game ending himself for some other stuff, and it got more convoluted, trust me, and stuff kind of started making less sense. Honestly, for someone with a low attention span like me, where I don't really do too good with these things, where there's this much going on, I did kind of start losing track of things. I still enjoyed it. It's still a visual masterpiece. It looks amazing. But I got so lost that I still don't really know what happened. So yeah, if you're into mystery and you can pay attention, I would recommend it. If you love the visuals and stuff, then sure. Every like frame you pause in is like just worthy of wallpaper material. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I was a little confused, but pretty good still. All right, Summer Pockets. So this one is still technically ongoing. I don't know if it's 26 episodes long. I don't know where he's gonna fit 26 episodes, because like the first 7 were about her, I think. No, wait, where is she? No, the first were about her. The first 6 were about her. Then the next few were about her. So I'm guessing it's splitting them up between like each path, because it's a visual novel and it's like every girl has their own path, right? And at that point I kind of figured everything I knew. It's somewhat supernatural in a way, but you don't really know that until you finish the arc. And I couldn't really care anymore. I need to get back into anime again. Yeah, Gator, take it slow. Just watch a few at a time that like of like a genre you're into, or like something pretty big that a lot of people know. Don't just start watching like 20 a week like I do. Trust me, you will lose your sanity, and it only gets fun like after you like fully lose it. But yeah, when you're watching as much crap as me, then yeah. So yeah, this is based on a visual novel, and it's every few episodes it's a different arc, and it takes place on an island where stuff is supernatural, with different girls he meets. If this sounds like every other visual novel anime that takes place on an island with supernatural features, then it's because it is literally the same. No, Gator. The whole series, all the arcs, everything. No, Gator, take it slow. You're gonna overdose on anime, please. I'm gonna watch One Piece and no, dude. You'd have to watch so many episodes in a day to even catch up. Terrible. Yeah. Anyways, when I recommend this one, just kind of bored me. I'm like, okay, I've seen this. I've really seen it. There's really no dynamic between the characters. I'm like, it bored me. There's literally one season with 200. Bro, it's like at 1,000+ episodes, man. I'm so done with One Piece. Was this still airing? Did I get to talk about this crap? I'll start off with 50 episodes. Jeez, Gator. Alright, so it's 24 episodes. It's 24. There's 24 hours in a day, and each episode is like 24 minutes long. If you cut out the intro and the outro, it's more like 20 minutes. So you're still left with that. So 20 minutes, you'd have to watch. You have to watch 5 episodes in an hour if you can even do that. And in a day, I don't know how many episodes you'd be able to get, but dang, that'd be a lot. Take it slow. The longest anime I watched was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's like, what, 52 episodes? That's pretty tame, honestly. For like, back in the day, anime were a little bit longer, so pretty tame. Anyways, so apparently this might get a season 2. It's saying season 1. I really hope this does not get a season 2, because this was probably the worst anime I've seen in a long time. The longest anime I watched so far is House. Well, Derek, you're not wrong. House is literally the best anime of all time, right? Best American anime. Best, yeah. Idiot. 120 in a day. That's like if you're constantly watching it without stopping. Okay, so this anime was trying to be Mushoku Tensei, right? Really bad. And it failed at that in like one episode. Because this was probably one of the worst episodes I've seen in a long time. Because nothing really stood out apart from... No, nothing really. It was boring, dude. It was so boring. And the visuals didn't help. This was hyped to be like bigger than Mushoku Tensei, and it ended up falling so short that I'm pretty sure that a paraplegic, like a quadruple amputee, would be able to throw a ball farther than the expectations this anime completely crushed. That is pretty brutal, actually. Probably shouldn't say that. Maybe about 80 if you're gonna take breaks and something. No, we don't take breaks when we watch anime, dude. Watch it all in one go. That's what's up. So this basically was a PowerPoint presentation disguised as an anime trying to be the next Mushoku Tensei. It was so bad and the plot was so dumb and boring and drawn out that like it immediately killed any interest I had in it. I didn't even want to finish it. Like I know I usually watch these, but I'm starting to not even bother to finish these. But yeah, it was absolute trash. Don't even know why it has a 7, but no, it was the worst, dude. It was so bad. No breaks, indeed. No breaks. Brilliant Healer's new life in the shadows. So, it doesn't say harem on here. Because technically it's not a harem, even though it kind of like looks like it's gonna be. Because he does end up meeting like the waifus, right? Like the 4 waifus. Well, technically it's more like 6, but yeah. But it's more about him just kind of healing people, that he's like overpowered as a healer and he doesn't really know it. He thinks it's normal. And he ends up kind of getting roped in with some government people, trying to help him investigate and whatnot. And the plot was okay. It was a pretty okay plot for like a fantasy overpowered anime. But it didn't do like, it wasn't very tropey, which I kind of like. So I would actually recommend this one. It was actually a fun watch. I kind of look forward to it, but yeah, other than that, if you don't like fantasy and magical stuff, then yeah, probably not for you, but probably would give this one a 7.5. Next. I didn't watch that one, didn't watch that one. The Shunji Family Children. Okay, so this one was a romantic subtext, right? Maybe your body is ready for it, but your nerves are not 100%. Indeed. So, I was a bit skeptical about this one, because it comes out as your typical, like, almost a harem, right? With a romantic subtext, and it's like, oh yeah, turns out you're the guys that aren't related. Anyways, so yeah, have a fun life. And they're all kind of, I'm not going to say they start getting thirsty for the main brother, which is this one, right? And he's kind of like, usually these kind of characters are sort of empty-headed, one-dimensional, not really paying attention. I'm not saying he's not really much of a difference, because he kind of is all that, but at least he kind of acknowledges it in a way. But it's kind of annoying, because out of all the sisters, one of them really does. Both of these really do. She doesn't really, but then at the end she kind of does, and then the bigger one usually just kind of flirts. But I guess it's kind of her personality. Big brother aura right there, exactly. And then they don't really do much with it. I guess it's supposed to be about the relationship, but I was like, half of the time. Also, the other brother doesn't even really exist. If you took him out of the equation, right? If he's gone, boom, nothing changes at all. Nothing changes. It's so dumb. Like, I don't even know why they included him. I guess so it doesn't seem like a harem, but yeah, he was completely useless the whole season. Take him out, nothing changes. And he was only in like 4 episodes, and he had like 3 lines. He's just a background character pretty much. That was kind of dumb, so yeah. Would not recommend this one. It's just The Too Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom. Surprisingly enough, it's a fantasy one! Yay! But this one actually did some stuff pretty well. First off, the sister isn't a complete and utter idiot. She's actually the most base character in the anime, because she actually plots her revenge, carries it through, and she actually cares about her sister. So freaking mad respect to the sister. Other than that, The plot was okay. It's usually like the kingdom is in trouble because monsters are eventually going to overrun it kind of thing. And the other, like the prince is usually an idiot, like an utter prick. That really didn't change, and this is probably the character I hated the most this season because he's just the worst. Other than that, it was pretty generic. Didn't really do too many things differently, I guess. So it was okay, but I'd give this one a 7. The Underwear Atelier Meister, I don't even remember if I watched the first episode of this one. Oh wait, no, yeah, I did. I watched the first episode in 2 minutes. All of these designs are so boring and the story sounded so boring, I just skipped through the whole episode and didn't care. I really didn't care. Just stop with these fantasy crap. Just stop. So didn't care about that. Oh, here we go. We get into the good stuff. The Toby Hero X. I know sometimes you guys hear me say that on stream, and I'm like, Toby Hero X. Oh, I'm so hyped it's gonna have 24 episodes. Yes. Okay, so when I first saw this, I was so confused because the synopsis didn't really tell me much with the whole trust rating and this and that and the visuals and stuff. And then I watched the first episode and I'm like, bro, yes, this is amazing. So for me, this is like anime of the season pretty much. So we're only 14 episodes in and they've only introduced 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they've only introduced 4 of the main heroes so far. Forget fantasy. We don't have enough isekai. Get her, no, please. So they've only introduced 5 actually of the main like cast. They've introduced some other heroes here and there, which they don't really show some of the other ones, which is weird. Yeah, they're missing the dude that can't like bend his knees because stuff. Yeah, he's not on here. What the heck? So the way that they do the hero stuff on this one is probably it's so good. It's the most unique one I've seen so far. Instead of just having quirks or being born with quirks or just not really explaining it like in Marvel and stuff, the way they do like their powers here is based on what's called a trust rating, right? So heroes gain the trust of their fans and they're more powerful like that, right? The thing is, sometimes that could be a negative thing. There's a hero, spoilers by the way, if you haven't seen 2B Hero X, go freaking watch it. If not, mute me until I'm done or just get spoiled and forget about it. Anyways, so there's one hero he was like a firefighter and he helped this girl when he was young and he became a hero like practically overnight. And his whole thing is that he stood against like, he basically stopped this like debris from falling on her, like holding it up. And his whole thing was that he stood strong. Problem with that is that by being so powerful that he stood up to that, he was not able to basically bend his knees. I know it sounds small, but even he starts breaking down at the end of it. He's like, I just can't, man. I just can't even like live normally because I can't bend. If I drop something, that's it. It falls, I can't pick it up. So there's like negativity to certain things and whatnot. And the dynamic that the heroes have, because every few episodes it changes hero perspective. It's pretty good. The stories are kind of short, but they're done in a really good way. It's short and sweet, tell you everything you need to know. It's really cool. I liked it. The music, the OP's done by Sawano Hiroyuki. Oh, amazing. Just look up the 2B Hero X OP. You're not going to regret it. It's amazing. Other than that, I'm still waiting for like 2 specific heroes. I think they used to be married, but they kind of broke up or whatever. It's Mrs. Matchstick and Mr. something else. They're both like cowboys. Also, I'm waiting for the dog. They show the dog a lot, but you never actually get to him yet. But yeah, I really like the way they did the hero powers. The music is amazing. The visuals are so good, dude. The first like few episodes, it's 3D. It's a mix of 3D and 2D, with the 3D being like arcane style, so that's really good. But I hear that they kind of dropped the 3D and they're just doing 2D now, which is very weird. Usually they drop the 2D and go 3D, but yeah, it's interesting, but yeah. So far, my favorite heroes are Cyan, because Cyan's adorable and her music's good, and Queen, because Queen is like, I don't know, she's kind of cute. She's kind of my type, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm waiting to get to some of the other heroes, but yeah, and also like Cyan's story. It's nice. She really didn't deserve what happened to her, and wasn't really her fault, but yeah, I like her. Anyways, go watch Super Hero X. It's really good. What about Hero X? We have not seen him yet. He has not appeared. He's very mysterious. He showed up like a few episodes ago and kind of kicked butt. Really, like, he messed up like 2 of the heroes. He's like, yeah, he just showed up and messed everyone up. And now he's like number 1. So Mr. X is number 1 right now, but we don't really know anything about it. Okay, so this one, it says it's released, but I have not seen anything related to this. So I'll keep this one over here, and I'll check it out later. Alright. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. So it's funny that this comes out, right? And then the game also came out like a few days ago. Aside from the original teaser episode from a few years back, that was all him and the dog was in. Oh, really? Huh. Forgot about that. Probably should go watch that. Anyway, so you guys know I love my horse girls. This one was all about a Agouti Cat and all the other horse girls racing at the time. So, obviously, I really enjoyed this one. I mean, how could I not, right? This one actually takes place in, I believe, the 80s. Because they actually show a calendar that takes place in the 80s when the real Agouti Cat was racing. I'll find it. All right, find it and send it to me later, yeah? So, yeah, I like it. There's nothing different. It's horse girls racing and it's peak. That's it. That is literally it. There's nothing as special. There's no fan service. There's no deeper story. There's no like everything else. It's just about the horse girls racing based on their historical counterparts. That's it. That's all it is, and it's amazing. It's so good. Go watch the first season. Go watch the second season. The movies. Everything else. The OVAs. I don't care. Play the game. Just get involved with this freaking series. It's so cool, dude. I love it. I love it. All the little nods to the real ones, the real horses and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of the few of these kind of shows and games that has no fan service because it doesn't need it. Because the characters are just that cool. Because, yeah, horse racing is just something else. But, yeah. Okay, what else? Witch Watch! I think this one's going to have 24 episodes. 26 episodes! So, this one kind of started out as a comedy, and it kind of got a little bit serious, but not really. It's still pretty much a comedy through and through. I don't know what the heck they're going to do for the next few episodes. I thought it was honestly going to be over at 12, but we'll see. Nico is adorable. They're all dorks. I love it. It's very like just simple comedy, but it's nice. I recommend it. If you want to laugh, go watch that. Stop it. Stop putting it over there. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Didn't watch that. Okay, so I watched the first. This sounds dumb, right? She chased me all the way from another. Okay, so this is like a reverse isekai. I watched the first few episodes, and I couldn't care less. I just couldn't, dude. She's kind of annoying, not gonna lie, and Yandere's kind of annoying me because they're never done right, and I just dropped it like 2 episodes in. It's like 5-minute episodes or 7-minute episodes, 12-minute episodes. My bad. I just couldn't care. Okay, I'm gonna skip your forma because I want to get to that one at the end. All right, Satsutabi. So you know how I mentioned earlier about traveling anime? Well, this is a travel anime. And that's really it. There's nothing to it. She's like a manga artist. She's a mangaka, and she wants inspiration. So she goes. She basically lets Twitter decide where she's gonna go. She goes on a trip, gets inspiration, comes back, and that's really it. If anything, this one's kind of a mix of Food for the Soul and Mono, but a little bit more realistic with like no comedy. So it's just, yeah, it's pretty much just adventure slice of life the whole way. And it shows you about some of the places in Japan. So yeah, those anime are usually pretty nice. Okay, your forma. I have to get this one, dude. I have to, dude. So pretty hype, right? There's this whole like almost cyberpunky kind of thing, right? Like vibe to it. And there's like androids living among us. They're called Amicus. And they follow the 3 laws of robotics, the 3 laws of respect. No harming humans, always follow like a direct order and stuff like that, you know, whatever the heck. And there's like a unit called like the Cyber Investigation Unit that has to do with cyber crimes and stuff like that. And the setting is really good because it takes place in France and in freaking Russia, dude, like St. Petersburg. And it doesn't hold back. It gets pretty serious at some points, pretty dramatic. There is some gore, especially with the murders in St. Petersburg. Overall, that was pretty good. However, I'm sorry, but your forma, I have to roast you, dude. So, there's spoilers in this, right? Obviously, but so main girl here is paired up with assistant Harold LeCraft here. I forgot her name. What was her name again? Echika. So, it was going pretty good. The story I was following, the setting was good, the art style was good, the story's pretty good. Everything was good. Everything was a solid 8. And then she became the problem. I don't like when characters are written poorly, or when characters are thrown to the same, or thrown into dumb situations. So, there's 12 episodes, right? 13 episodes, my bad. There's 13 episodes. Out of the 13 episodes, she gets kidnapped like 7 times. Twice in one episode, I might add. She's shown to be somewhat competent, and then she literally falls for a trap from a deep fake, like done through audio from him. Because she called him to go to a certain secluded area. And she goes alone, of all things, right? So she goes alone, doesn't tell anyone else that she's going there. It's obviously because like in that same episode they were like, okay, so this guy's using this like a deep fake of a voice, pretty much like an AI voice like thing to trick people and stuff. And then they use like a digital clone. They very specifically mention it, and she still obviously falls for it. You can tell by the way that the guy is talking. It doesn't sound like the inspector. And she falls for it. She's so dumb, dude. And then, like, she gets kidnapped, like, a few times where it's like, why? Like, that same episode where she gets kidnapped, she gets rescued, and she's, like, out by herself, and she gets kidnapped. She has a gun! She has a gun the whole time, too! She has like a freaking SIG on her holster, right? The whole time you see her on screen, she has a gun. She never uses it until the end where she shoots him. Because it turns out, right, that there was a murder on this guy's partner a long time ago, like his other assistant, another officer, and he's kind of like, he could have prevented it because he actually is defective and doesn't follow like the 3 laws. So he can actually kill people if he wanted to. And he doesn't save him for some reason. And then later on, you find out that to save her from the time that she didn't get kidnapped that one episode, but she gets lured into a very obvious trap where they basically, this guy lures, like a terrorist, lures them to the basement of the archives of some government building. He rigs it to explode in a very obvious way. And it's like, you know the guy is there. Evacuate the building and don't go in there by yourself, you idiot. And she goes in there by herself like an idiot, and it explodes and she gets hurt, and he goes to save her, and he takes her gun and shoots the lock off a door. And it's like, oh, he can do that because he's defective, huh? Interesting. And they don't bring it up till the end where they kind of get into a fight. He kind of gets spoiled right there, obviously. She shoots him in the shoulder, and they kind of cover it up or whatever. But man, she is the worst. She's so stupid. She kind of ruined it for me, not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, she's gonna get kidnapped again, isn't she? And then she got kidnapped. Overall, this one disappointed me because everything was so good about it. I give this one a freaking 6. Oh man, that was a lot of talking. Sorry, when When I see a bad anime like that, it really disappoints me. I have to get into it. Okay, so that was the previous season. It was a very mixed bag. I dropped a lot of anime without even trying to bother to finish them, and really without caring. And a lot of confusing stuff. So yeah, pretty hit and miss season. Not as worse as that other season where it was all just fantasy isekai, but this one was pretty disappointing. Not gonna lie, pretty disappointing. So yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the new season, summer 2025. What are we gonna freaking watch? Doesn't really seem like there's that much, but alright, let's start with 9 Ruler's Crown. Mystery Supernatural, okay. The scene, Shiro Mitsugawa, a run-of-the-mill college town that has launched several failed attempts to drum up tourism and revitalize itself, including sponsoring a high-budget but poorly written anime based on local folklore. Ordinary life sent to chaos after local shrine's sacred relic shatters in the wake of this event. Several men and women awaken supernatural abilities. So it's a super powered serial killer. Okay. Okay. Oh wait. Oh wait. Why does every visual novel look the same? They all wear the same uniform. The characters all look the same, and the setting usually the same. It usually involves something supernatural. Okay. I will give it a try. But the fact that it's a visual novel and it's a mystery kind of has me into the Summer Pockets kind of like, vibe. Also, it's going to air both episodes at the same time. Oh, I hate when they do that. It's so annoying. A couple of Cuckoo Season 2. Wait. A couple of Cuckoo Season 2. Wait. Did I watch the first season? I am so confused. A couple of Cuckoo Seasons. Did I watch the first season? A couple of Cuckoos. It aired last year. Bro, I don't remember this anime, but I remember the name. Hold up, what was it about? Mixed up as another, it's finally being, but the day of the meeting happens encounter. Wait. Let me look this up real quick. Because I am so confused. Like, I feel like I've watched it, but like the characters don't look familiar. Dude, I don't know if I watched this. Wow. Okay, I'll check on the first season? Because I legit don't remember this. Yeah, I legit do not remember this. The art style looks very familiar. Almost looks like Girlfriend, which is terrible. Let me see. What have they done? Oh, that's why it looks familiar. These guys did not do Girlfriend, but they did some of this other stuff. What the heck is this? Wash it all away. Oh, this airs like next year. Cute. Alright. I'll keep an eye on this one because I don't remember this, honestly, so. And Shirley's continuing. Apocalypse Bringer, Minongora. World conquest starts with the civilization of ruin. In Eternal Nations, a fantasy strategy game where oh, it's a game one, isn't it? Oh, it's an isekai fantasy reincarnation adventure. Read. Top of leader Rotaka that goes unconscious after hospital awakens the content of it, which looks just like the game. Meets some of his favorite unit in the game and decides to build Minongora, an evil empire in the isekai apocalypse anime. So he gets isekai into a game. Okay. Right off the bat, I can already see where this is going. The main character looks boring as heck. Oh, why is he dressed like a metrosexual? Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this guy trying to be like the next Einzel Gone. Oh, man. Oh, he's gonna be edgy as heck, too. Oh, I'll give it a watch, but oh, it already sounds disgusting. April showers bring May flowers. Hana Tabata has accepted her role as the unattractive side character in other people's stories. Though her name in Japanese is Flower, she doesn't feel like one. That means she can enjoy some heart-pounding romance, man, that maybe occasionally sounds in her heart. When the most loving night class stumbles upon a daydreaming Hana, she raises up for the embarrassment. And Mayflowers bring pilgrim. Yes, they doing the. Unexpectedly keeps her secret, and he also won't stop striking up conversation with her. Even the pessimist and can give comedy romance. Okay. It airs tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. Kind of chubby, normal, plain-looking girl and Bishi guy. Okay. I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. I could go with that. Silver Link, pretty good track record and all things considered. So yeah. I'm kind of burnt out on the romance though. Like for me, romance just doesn't do it anymore because it's done so poorly because they want people to keep watching it, and like if the characters don't get together, people can keep talking about it. I don't like that, but I'll watch it. I'll see what's up. Ooh, Arknights Rise from Ember. So this is the 3rd season of Arknights. Ooh. Okay. This one airs tomorrow too. I'm really hyped. Oh, I hope we get to see the Patriot fight too. Ooh, Big Daddy Patriot gonna kick some butt. Ooh, Munter. Okay, so if you don't follow, you don't follow the Arknights story, right, or play the game. Gotcha. I highly recommend if you don't play the game because it's really hard to get into. Just watch the anime, right? It's done really good. It's literally done by the people that make the game. So yeah, you start with Prelude to Dawn, then you watch Perish and Frost, and then you watch Rise from Ember. And yeah, so if you've seen Azure Lane, you've seen Blue Archive, and Arknights, it's Yoastar. It's the same people. So like, go freaking watch it. All right, it's really good, and that's all I'm gonna say because there's really not much else I can say. So yeah, it's really good. Okay, Bad Girl. Ooh. Also, does this have a light mode? I just kind of. It doesn't really show. Anyways, I wish this had light mode because it is burning my retinas. Yutani is a first year with sharp eyes, large piercing, flashy teeth, and hair. She's not really at heart. She's an incredibly good girl, but her mind not fully filled. That's beautiful. Popular Atori Mitsutori. Atori Mizutori, that's a funny name. Yutani and Atori Mizutori. Mizutori, doesn't that mean like water bird or something? Schools Madonna as the head of the students. So on her mission, Vittori, you decide to quit being honest and become a bad delinquent. Huh. Interesting premise. Yeah, I'm guessing these are all girls then, so she's the bad girl, I think. It's not really too clear. Okay, it's probably gonna be like Yuri comedy, so okay. What has Studio Bridge done? Oh, they've done Fairy Tail, Talentless Nana, Cerberus. Did I watch this anime? Probably not. Royal Tutor, Shaman King. They've done some interesting stuff, to say the least. Okay, put it on the list. I'll watch it, see what's up. Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. Oh, that sounds bad. Family fantasy romance, second daughter of poor parents. Okay, I don't even need to read the synopsis for this. Yeah, I'll pass on this. I don't really like the fantasy, like, whenever it's like a fantasy with the royalty romance, I usually don't like those because they always go the same way. And I man, yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh, Call of the Night's getting a second season, right? Oh, okay. Kind of interested what they're gonna do for this one. So if you haven't watched Call of the Night, go watch it because I can't really explain it too well. It's a bit weird. So the main character wants to be a vampire, and she turns him into one. Wait, does she turn him into one? Huh. So let me read the first synopsis of the first season. Yeah. So the main guy has insomnia, so he's usually wandering out around at night and early in the mornings and stuff. And then he meets Nazuna, best girl, who's a vampire. And he's like, he basically wants to be a vampire. And she's like, all right, I'll let you like I'll turn you into one, but you have to, I think it was, he has to make her fall in love, or he has to do something for her to, like, actually, for her to actually do it. So he's not technically a vampire yet, I think. So, yeah. So they're going to continue from there, and they also introduce, at the end of the first thing, they introduce the government lady, the Chloe, like we like to call her. That kills vampires. And all the other girls, these other girls are vampires. So, yeah. So we'll see where it goes. So, yeah, watch the first season. It's pretty good. So, yeah. Not really much else I could say. Captivated by you! Oh, no. All boys school. Okay, red flag right there. 48 days. Dang, okay. 5 episodes. Okay. Let's see. Eccentric classmate. Yuchi goes to co-ed. He ends sitting behind him. That's okay. That tells me nothing, but okay. Is this gonna be like a just normal slice of life, or is it like yaoi or what? Okay, I'll see what's up on that one. Yo, Chibi Godzilla raids again, season 3. Amazing. Don't know what that is. City animation. Clip on this. Okay, so this is one of the few that actually already aired. First episode was 48 minutes long. So the way this thing went was, it caught me off guard. So it looks like your typical fantasy setting, right? It's a country surrounded by darkness, and there's 4 like evil beasts that kind of rule each area, and the government sends people and they've been getting killed, and it's like, yeah, we can't really do that. And they send a bigger expedition with more powerful weapons to kill one of the bosses. The boss massacres everybody and almost kills her. He basically does kill her, but not before, like, he ends up reviving her, but he goes to the city to kill the king that sent the party to kill him. Yeah, I think it was this guy. Yeah, he's like a dwarf king or like an elven. I don't know, man. They use like different race names or whatever. So he goes basically destroys half of the city, kills the king, and then he ends up coming across the baby in the rubble. And then I don't know if she was like royalty, because I think she is royalty, but I don't know if she's related to the king or whatever. But she ends up basically telling him, hey, take this child and raise him because you're wrong of how you think or whatever. To be fair, they did send people to kill him, so I kind of understand why the beast was mad. He is kind of surrounding the area and doesn't really let people leave though, so kind of also understand that. So he takes the child, brings her back to life. She's missed her eye. He messed up her eye and ripped off her leg, fixed her up kind of, and now he's like, you woman, I need you to freaking like feed the child. And she's like, I can't, you need a wet nurse for that. And he's like, okay, where can we find a wet nurse? He's like, the city or a town or whatever. And he's like, okay, but you can't go looking like you're like this. So he basically gets this form. The lady that was holding the baby looked like this, so he kind of took her form essentially, right? And that's kind of where it left off. That 48 minutes felt like 25. It felt pretty fast. This is pretty, it seems interesting. So we'll see where it goes from there, but yeah. Okay. A lot of stuff that's already airing. Culture exchange with a game center girl. I don't know what this is, but I don't know if this might be mine. A little too bright for me. Doesn't really seem interesting. Probably just slice of life, comedy, romance, and stuff. Yeah. No, probably won't watch that. Oh, I'm good. Dun, 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 dun. So season 2 is already airing. I saw the episode today. Literally picks up right where the first season ended, which is pretty abrupt, by the way. Just why did it just end there? They should have just done one whole season instead of splitting it. What can I say? It's done. Probably one of the more hyped anime this season. So go watch it. Yeah, not much else I could really say. Dealing with Mikadono sisters is a breeze. Yu Ayase, which I'm pretty sure is the name of a different anime character. Sure, let me take a drink real quick. Thirsty. Son of a late legendary actress, overall mediocre. He's invited to stay with his mother's friend. You was shocked to find out that he'd be living with 3 prodigy sisters who possess both beauty and talent, and who rule his new school as the 3 emperors. Can you manage to melt the sisters' cold hearts, fulfill his mother's last wish for him to build a happy family? Oh my god. Really? Really? Are we really not past that? I'm guessing it's gonna be a pushover. Yeah, he looks like a pushover. You got the other sisters. Okay. So you got like the kind of like the prince kind of character sister. You got the sporty kind of sister. And then you got like, I really don't know what her trope is, but yeah. Oh no, he's been relegated to boy wife duty. Oh no. Okay, I can kind of see how this is gonna go. It's probably, I hope it doesn't end the way that the that other anime did, the Shunji family sisters or whatever. I'll give it a shot. Let's see what's up, but I have no expectations for that. Deki no Mogura, the Earthbound Mole. I won't die because I was banned from the afterlife. A shady self-proclaimed hermit named Momoyuki Mogura, aka Mogura, is banned from the afterlife due to an incident, and he collects spirit possessed with a wisp in his lantern, hoping to make a comeback. Seeing those who encounter him begin to see peculiar things. At time, that's mentioned the author of coolness brings a mysterious yet comedic. It's comedy, mystery, supernatural, sane. Okay, weirdly it has comedy when it looks more serious, but man, the guy looks pretty generic. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Let's see whose studio this is behind. Archdeacon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride, Snafu, Little Monster. So they've done some pretty high profile stuff. Okay. Alright, I'll give it a shot. No expectations for that though. Detectives these days are crazy. I did watch this one, episode already aired, so yes. I'll summarize the visual. So you have detective, you have girl that wants to work for the detective, they go on comedy adventure. There. Plot summarized. Really not expecting much other than that. I'm pretty sure this is by the same people that did Gintama. In what's it called? The studio that did Gintama. Not studio, on the I think it's the same director that did Gintama. I'm not too sure. No, I don't see it on here. Wow, these guys did a lot of recent stuff, dude. Wait, Yamada Korean movie? Huh. I need to check that actually. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it's just pretty much just comedy. The mystery, I don't know so far, but yeah, the main girl is freaking hilarious. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. Oh right, so Dr. Stone's science future is having its second core so fast. No visuals have been added. Okay, all right. So this is literally just continuing the Dr. Stone. So not much else to say from that. Obviously, it's gonna be pretty good. See, Fermat Kitchen. It's a gourmet anime. Ooh, avant-garde. Probably not gonna watch it. I don't really like gourmet animes. Really, I'm not a foodie, so. Gachiakta, crawl back from the abyss of hell to change the lousy world. Rudo lives in the slums of a floating town where the poor scrape by under the shadow of the rich. Simply casting their garbage off the side to the abyss, and one day they falsely accused of murder, wrongfully convicted at least an enemy opponent, and clear on the edge. Food Wars was all that was the. Yeah, pretty much. That literally is just Food Wars, like at home, dude. That is just Food Wars, like from Temu. You know, it's dumb. I mean, it could be good, but I'm not gonna watch it, so I really don't care. Let's see. He will have the master new power from joining a group known as the Cleaners. Okay. Ooh, this looks very weird. Ooh, I love the outfit though with the cleaner. Okay, I'll give this one a shot. It's something different, finally, so yeah, we'll see. Now, if we got an anime Gordon Ramsay on the other hand, it's true. like a decent, like kind of a more like serious kind of food anime, I probably would watch. But like usually these kind of go the same way. All right, so Grand Blue Dreaming is getting a second season. You wouldn't know it, but this anime is about diving, not about getting drunk and partying, and about those guys are naked. Okay, oh, there we go, much better. So yeah, this anime is about basically college students getting drunk and partying, and then they go diving like later on or whatever. I guess that's part of the plot. I don't know, man. I was about to start asking questions. But yeah, it's mostly ecchi, really. The whole diving part is kind of secondary, but I don't know. I watched it. I enjoyed it. It's funny. Just give it a watch. Wait, didn't this? Oh, these have like dumb names. Haigakura. Oh, wait a minute. This is a delayed anime. Oh. It restarts. Oh, okay. So this is already an ongoing anime. Okay, never mind. Harmony of the Millet Folie. Original anime as part of Pony Cannon's music project. Oh, it's a music anime. Very generic character design. Alright, nope, not watching that one. We're good. Hell Teacher Jikoku Sensei Nube splits into 2 cores. It is... Oh, right. This one. I think it already aired like the first few episodes. I didn't really care. So, yeah. Hotel Inhuman. The best hotels must meet certain standards, including the finest cuisine, ways to relax, and entertainment. Of course, they also need the best selection of weapons, reliable way to falsify one's identity, and ways to dispose of evidence. In this hotel, the border of death stands 2 concierges, Ikura Hoshi and Sarah Haizaki. What kinds of requests would the assassins have for them next? Is it me, or have like hotel anime started popping up a lot recently? Last season we had Apocalypse Hotel, and the one before that was the Afterlife. Okay, I'll give it a shot and see what's up, because hotel anime seems to be the new hot thing. So let's see. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, this got a second season? Are you kidding me? Why did this get a second season? Oh. Oh, guys, otakus, my fellow weebs, people that are closeted about them actually watching anime, we gotta come to a concession on this, okay? The name is long enough. Derek, this is probably one of the worst isekai I've seen. Can we just admit we have a problem? Like, please, okay? Can we just, like, admit that we have an issue in the community when it comes to isekai crap? With stupid long names as well. Okay, fantasy, reincarnation, all this crap, okay? Like, we're done, alright? I'm done. Stop. Just stop, okay? I know we're part of the problem because we keep watching it. At this point, I stopped watching these because 1, I don't want to contribute to this crap anymore, and 2, I already know it's gonna be the same crap over and over again, so there's no point in me being the litmus test for this. There's nothing special about these, and we gotta come to the concession that this has to die off, okay? It's like the same crap with Battle Royale anime games, okay? It was overdone in the past, and it's overdone now, and it kind of started dying off, and because of that, we had things like Concord literally died 10 days after it launched. Can we please do the same with this? And it's not just us, because as we all know, let's be honest here, okay? The anime industry isn't for the West. It's meant for Japan and somewhat China. So whatever they dictate goes. But if we're loud enough over here, and it can convince the JP bros that we need to actually have reform and this kind of crap, then it's not going to stop. Because this is just slop. There's no quality to these. Jeez, dude, this is terrible, man. Don't even try to watch the first season. It's utter garbage, man. It sucks. Man, I can't believe that's getting a second season. Speaking of stuff that actually deserves a second season, Kaiju number 8. Finally. Oh man, this one is so good. This is the kind of stuff that we need more of, right? So, if you don't know about Kaiju number 8, main character accidentally becomes a Kaiju. And he's kind of secretly in the anti-Kaiju force, but since he has no real power, he kind of is like at the bottom of the thing, but he still gets in. Point is, the guy is kind of a pushover, but he just wants to do the best. And then he gets stuck being a Kaiju and whatnot, but yeah. It was really good. The fights on this are really good. High stakes kind of stuff. If you like Kaijus, watch this one. It's really good. Derek, freaking catch up so we can talk about it finally, please. 15 days to go though, sadly, so it's a long ways away, but yeah. Amazing. It's amazing. Kami Tsubaki City, under construction. 7 years after humanity was devastated by a major disaster, a beacon of science and prosperity rises in Kami Tsubaki City. But lurking in the shadows are Tesseractor, monsters born from human darkness. Only the witchling, 5 girls with voices with magic stand against them. With every note they fight, not just the... Oh my god, this sounds boring. CGI mystery. So right off the bat, it's CGI. People are not going to watch it. The plot sounds kind of generic. And I'm pretty sure we saw this anime last season. Who's animating this? Yeah, this might turn out to be pretty bad because all they've done is kid stuff and Duel Masters. I don't know what Duel Masters is, but it must be really popular in Japan if there's so many of it. But okay, that I might not watch that. Let's go karaoke. What the heck? The president of service approached by a yakuza named Koji holds a customary karaoke competition. Whoever earns the title of the worst singer must get a tattoo. No choice but to go along with these practices brought along by the... Okay, sounds weird. Yeah, probably not gonna watch that. I'll probably just drop that. What? How many episodes does this one have? We don't know yet. It's 14, so it's probably gonna end up having 24 episodes. So yeah. Milky Subway, the Galactic Limited Express. I didn't bother with this one because apparently it's a different kind of... It's like a spin-off of Milky Subway or Milky Highway or something. It's only 3 minutes. Didn't really care. Okay, so Trench is going to be really happy about this. So Dress Up Darling has its 2nd season, finally! And it airs... on Saturday, I believe? Yeah, airs on Saturday. Oh, we have the girls back. Yay. Oh, man, I really want them to get together, dude. I really hope they get together in the anime. Okay, if you don't watch My Dress Up Darling, don't let everyone else, all these scrubs, essentially tell you that it's like, oh, it's not good because it's just fan service and stuff and whatnot. And it is kind of fan service from time to time. Yeah, I'll admit it. Okay, I kind of enjoy my fan service from time to time with moderation, of course. I have summoned the Trench. Trench, welcome to the stream. Yes, Trench, it's coming out on Saturday, so like mark the date. It says July 6th, but it's pretty sure it's gonna be Saturday. I have summoned the Trench indeed. So yeah, don't let people like talk you down from watching it just because of the fan service. They say the same thing about like Fire Force, but it's still good. The Fire Force it didn't ruin it, right? People are just really, for some reason, people have become really antsy about fan service these days. I get it if it's excessive, okay. But like this feels normal in a way, you know. Wait, July 16 is next week. No, Trench, July 6th. July 6th. Literally 1 day, 13 hours from now, Trench. Pay attention. Anyways, go watch My Dress Up Darling. It does have kind of good messaging too. I really like that. It's like be happy with your own image and cosplay is for everybody, just do it. I like that. I like that. It's got a nice message. Also, they're freaking adorable, alright? They're the best couple ever. Just go watch it. Let's see. Where were we? What the heck is this? Cosmic Horror Show? Oh, this one got in trouble actually. Because it's a Crunchyroll anime, right? Problem is, people started noticing that the subtitles were a little off. I'm gonna wait a bit for the Annalie. Fair, Trench, fair. I like hearing Annalie as well. This one got kind of in trouble because, with the fans mostly, because the subtitles looked a little weird, and then people realized that the subtitles are literally done by ChatGPT. At one point, it literally says ChatGPT, and then it's like whatever like translation it had. So people weren't happy with that, and the subs were done really poorly. So this one, I might not even watch for that, really. So yeah, honestly, if that's the case, if it ends up being good, then hooray. But this literally has no tags, and it already got like in hot water for that. So I'm not even gonna watch it, dude. Okay. Why is new Pendy and Stocking? Is this like a new season of it? I know this looks like an American cartoon, but it's not. Yeah, so it's being done by Trigger, so yeah. I had no idea that there was gonna be a new Penny and Stocking. Is this like a revival or something? Or, interesting. I'll see what's up. I'm not too sure. Let's take a drink. Okay, new saga. I think I did watch the first episode today. Bro, couldn't hide that bit about ChatGPT. Dude, like it literally says on like the actual subtitle, it shows ChatGPT, semicolon, and then this translation for it. It's like, really? You couldn't hide that? Freaking idiots at Crunchyroll, dude. Studio Clutch. Okay, what was this one? I think, no, I did watch the first episode of this. Right. So this guy defeats the Demon Lord, and he gets sent back in time because he's almost dying. And now he basically gets to relive that. Now he wants to basically change the mistakes that he made and whatnot. So yeah, it's fantasy and adventure, time travel, pretty much. Not isekai, at least. That's good. No stupid title. Like, at least try to hide that. I know, right? All right, Trench. I'll see you later. I don't know. I might want to watch something today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after this. But if I had $1 for every time I've heard the name Demon Lord from an anime, bro, we'd be rich, dude. We'd be so rich. I'm watching it right now. We'll see what's up. I honestly can't really give it a proper like send off if it's good or bad, because so far it's like, okay, I've seen this, but not. I've seen this, but let's see if this one tries to do something different. Hopefully. Okay. Man, another one with a weird name. Nukitashi the Animation. Oh no, a visual novel. Oof, okay. And it's on an island. Okay. Is it gonna be supernatural? We'll see. Tropical Eden, where people are free to act on their desires under a uniquely libertine law. But even Paris is working the shadows to bring it down. Unite these misfits and aside secret study NLS feature. The founder of the head honcho won't stop to crush the law. This crazy law won't stop. I've been found a benefactor of the cursed, crystal rich guy from name unknown. He uses a secret base, but little cash. He wants us to protect her at all costs. Apparently, she'll the key to the mission. Okay, that doesn't really tell me anything. The visuals don't really tell me anything. Okay, I'll give it a watch. The girls look okay. I'll give it a watch and see what's up. But it doesn't really seem big. My dress up Demon Lord, God's gift to this one. Oh man, that's funny. Trent, you should come up with isekai like light novel titles. Night of the Living Cat. Okay, I read about this one. I thought it was a joke, not gonna lie. The world is 20XX. The world is dominated by cats. A virus which turns anyone who touches a cat into a cat has spread into a worldwide pandemic. Cats rub against people, turning them into cats. Can humanity fight their urge to pet cats to survive this ultimate cat-ridden world? So yeah, it's basically a zombie cat anime. Cat touches you, you turn into a cat. Night of the Living Cat. Yeah. Okay, this one's gonna probably be funny. It says horror, but it sounds ridiculous enough to be a comedy, so we'll see what they do. Okay. The pillow she was holding clearly said yes. You have to watch it clear. I guess, Derek, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Okay, so this one's gonna be on my list. Okay, we'll see what's up because this sounds stupid. I love it. I'm pretty sure this one was this one already aired, but I didn't want to watch it, even though for some reason this girl looks like Yoon Lee and she looks like a different character from the detective anime. This one didn't look interesting at all. It looks like a martial arts anime fighting thing, whatever, and I couldn't care, so I just didn't bother watching it. Princess Orchestra, I'm pretty sure that was from last season. Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter. I watched this one on my second monitor and somewhat on speed. I didn't really care. It doesn't look interesting to me. And just by looking at this, the fact that the main character isn't present, which is this guy, goes to show that the marketing is marketed towards this pretty much ending up as a harem. Pretty sure it's gonna be that. Rascal does not dream of Demon Lord Senpai. You know what this season is Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. It's July. We're having Christmas in July. Want cut. Yes, Derek, indeed, we do want the cut. So I'm not gonna watch that. Let's see. Raccoon Team Cal. There it is. There it is. Literally just mentioned it. Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. What? How? So why? Why Santa Claus of all things? I don't know, but obviously I'm gonna watch this. I need to catch up on the movies. So yeah, the newest addition to the Isekai Quartet. Cute. Yeah, because I really like the Bunny Girl Senpai series. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what this one's about. I'm not even gonna really bother reading the synopsis. I'll just go blind. I'm gonna go blind. Oh jeez, I gotta talk about this, don't I? So the first time we had Anime Club, Reborn as a vending machine at the first season. I talked about it. I said I was gonna watch it because I like vending machines, and that still stands. At this point, I don't even know if I can actually finish this one because obviously the first season was kind of weak. Obviously, it's dumb. The premise is stupid, and there's no real comedy in this, and it's just okay. It's like, hey. It's just like, what kind of dumb thing are they gonna come up with next? But yeah, it looks like her long lost sister. Dude, they all look like their long lost sister. It's weird. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna continue this. Really, it has to like actually step up its game in the next 3 episodes, or I'm gonna drop it. Cause so far nothing has changed from the first season, and it looks So we'll see. Jeez, I gotta talk about this, don't I? We're 4 seasons in. People already know how it's gonna end. At this point, I have to watch it. I've watched 3 seasons of this garbage. I'm not gonna just leave it there, right? Ugh, it's gonna be so bad. So, obviously, if you know about Rent a Girlfriend, you've either seen the first season or you're enough of a degenerate that you watched all 3. And are starting the 4th, like I did. The first one already came out. I already watched it. I could spoil it, but I'm not. Because I already know how it ends. Everybody knows how it's going to end. And I kind of want to watch it animated, to be fair. So I'm going to put up with this crap. I'm going to watch it all the way through. Just because of that. That's it. That's it. But it's not good. It really is not good. It's utter trash. But everybody knows it and everybody's watching it. Ruri rocks. High school student Tanigawa Ruri loves shiny things. Mood. Same girl, same. So she heads to the mountains in hopes of finding some crystals for herself. There she meets Aratanagi, college student majoring in mineralogy. Wait a minute, is this? So you know how Japan loves to take boring things, hobby sports, and turn them into anime that are kind of interesting? This is gonna be an anime about collecting rocks. Bird mentality saying, yeah, I know, dude. So this is gonna be dang, dude, look, she's freaking thick. Wow. Huh, I might watch it. I might watch this anime. So this is literally a geology anime about collecting rocks. Sounds ridiculous. Might not watch it just because It's something kind of boring, not gonna lie. I'd watch it and I go, alright, Trencher, if you'd watch it. So when do you get something like Reborn as the 4th gen Toyota Supra or something like... Derek, don't give them stupid ideas like that. They will do that. They will do that. I like rocks and gems. Yes, Trench, indeed. So look at Ferrari rocks if you're into rocks and stuff, I guess. Okay. Where'd he go? Sakamoto Days gets its second core. I think they left off in the casino arc? Right? Obviously, I'm going to continue the second season. But, yeah. So, or second core, you know what I mean. But, yeah. 2 episodes are releasing in 10 days. Okay, fair. That one's going to be pretty big. Scooped up by an S-rank adventure. Here we go. Fantasy adventure. Not an isekai, but it is based on a light novel. Amazing. We don't need a useless white mage. Let me see. Banished from the... Oh my god. Dude, why did you banish him? Unexpectedly banished from the heroes party. Wow! I have not seen that plot point anytime soon. Stupid! No, we gotta stop this, man. Oh, let's see. Okay, he comes across an S-rank adventurer in need of a white mage. Oh, wait, okay. So he helps join them. Their quest. Little did anyone know at the time the heroes party would fall apart and Lloyd would rise to fame. Amazing. Stories on Manchester Porter. Let me guess, he's probably overpowered as well. S-rank Nissan Skyline. Oh, he looks so boring too. He's just every generic fantasy main character, dude. Why? Dude, be original. Secrets of the Silent Witch. Man, dude, my throat's gonna freaking kill me after this. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Just go watch 3,000 Slimes or 300 Slimes. I did. I watched the second season. I just talked about it. It was not as good as the first one. It was alright, but it's like, man, at least that one was just kind of like, just fun. I feel like these are trying to be too serious, but it never ends up being too serious. Like, you want to do serious fantasy right? You go study what Freeran did. Because that one was perfect. Freeran is literally perfect. Just study that, not this other light novel garbage. Okay, Monica Everett, the Silent Witch, is the world's only practitioner of voiceless magic. A veritable heroine who single-handedly fended off the Black Dragon of legend. I know I'm talking to the audience. Yes, Trench, indeed. Let's see, the young prodigy is actually super duper shy. Oh, cute. Turns out that she's only learned voiceless magic to avoid speaking in public. Oh, adorable. Ignorant of this, the seven mages then have placed her at the top secret mission to guard the second prince. Can Monica keep it together as she contends with both social interactions and the evils targeting the young royal? So she's basically... Is that her? No, that's not... Oh, she's adorable. I can already tell she's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna watch this one. I'm watching it. I like the uniforms designs. They're pretty nice. So she learned this legendary magic because she didn't want to talk in public. And now she's assigned to protect the prince. That is funny. Okay, we'll watch it. I'll watch it. The Black Dragon of... No, Trench! Reborn as an F-22 Raptor blasting dragons in the medieval world. The kid finally gets an intercept. See, I'd rather watch that, honestly. See you tomorrow at the food court. Meet Wada, who gives off an unapproachable vibe, and Yamamoto, who strikes fear into those around her because of her looks. Though the two girls attend separate high schools, they meet up at the shopping center's food court almost every day. Take a little peek at the laid-back afternoons Wada and Yamamoto share as they reflect the ups and downs of high school life together. It's only gonna be 6 episodes, and just a Gyaru and some other girl just chilling at the food court. Wait, does she have ears? Wait, oh, it's her hair. I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's 6 episodes, slice of life. Why not? I'm not really losing much from that. Solo camping, part 2. Let's see. Oh, that Trench is giving me the boops. Trench is booping me. Thanks, Trench. I'll boop you later too. Gonna be 2 quarters back to back. Again, Kinokura is 34. Solitary camper who likes being alone, enjoys solo camping, but in an unexpected turn of events, He has a chance of meeting a super novice camper, Shizuka Kusano, and grudgingly lets her join him in the solo camping. What will become against quiet life? Huh. So this is just Euro camping, but with a dude and a girl. Okay. Seems pretty chill. Adult cast slice of life standard. Okay, I can get behind that. I'll watch it. Summer Pockets is still ongoing, of course. That one's ongoing still. Reborn as Grandpa Buff, the B-52 in the far future. It gets to participate in interstellar war against hostile aliens, indeed. The fragrant flowers bloom with dignity. Story unfolds in a particular town where two infamous schools are in constant dispute. Chidori High, a boys' school primarily attended by students with challenging academic records, and its neighbor, Kikyo Girls High, known for its students hailing from wealthy and prestigious families. Why? Okay, why do they always do that, dude? Can we talk about that? Can we have that conversation? Right? In these shows, it's always the girls that have like the prestigious, upper class, like wealthy, like things. It's always them, and the boys are always the disruptive ones. Why can't we either have the opposite, or something like, you know, something that where there is not smug pricks in this, because it's always the smug wealthy pricks that are like that. Like, imagine a girls' school full of delinquents. That'd be pretty funny to watch. Because the boy delinquent school is done so many times it's dumb. Although then again, having a prestigious, wealthy, all-boys school would be even more annoying now to think about it. Huh. Yeah. Okay, go bye. Okay, Trent, just see you. We'll see you. Bye, Trent. Just bye. Let's see. One day, fears appearance of a gentle heart. Assisting family for his patissier. Meets a customer named blah blah blah. Rents our shares. His interaction with doesn't judge by the business look. There is a serious connection. Shaking one of the scores. I just on a Kikyo relation stage challenge journeys. So it's. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Let's see what's up. It's Cloverworks. They have experience doing these kinds of things. Wait, Cloverworks did Rascal and another movie? That's quite interesting. I'll give it a shot and see what's up. There's no freaking way I'll be your lover. Unless. Okay. Awkward introvert Amaori Renako is leaving her lonely life middle school behind, determined to become an outgoing and popular high schooler. Glamorous, confident Otokamai is Renako's total opposite. Wealthy, carefree, and literal fashion model. Against the odds, the two girls form an immediate connection. Renako thinks she may have found her best friend of her dreams, until Mai's love confession sends her feeling into a tailspin. Renako wants to prove that being BFFs is better than being girlfriends, but Mai is dead set on convincing Renako that they're destined to be lovers. It's a girls' love thing. Oh boy. Okay, she looks like a dork. Amazing. Okay, I'll give it a shot because, well, I'm not into like Yuri. Sometimes the Yuri ones are the funniest ones. I will give it a shot. Very, very cute indeed. Okay, and Shield Hero is getting its 4th season. A little unexpected, not gonna lie. But let's hope they do something with the Tiger siblings. With the kitties. Okay. I hope that freaking slut gets her comeuppance, dude. What's her name? Freaking. Is it Melty or Mekti? It's Melty, right? The freaking princess with the red hair that nobody likes. I hope she like gets eaten by a dragon or something, dude. Okay, I'll watch season 4, obviously. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princess. Malty, yeah, Malty. Man, she's so... Now, Hero Toto has talent, but his shyness has prevented him from forming a party. As he languishes in the town of origins, 3 beautiful women, Ciel, Anemone, and Gao, invite Toto to join their party. Out of the blue, Toto gears up to begin the journey, but unbeknownst to him, all 3 women are planning to kill him for their own reasons. Oh crap, that sounds bad, okay. Oh man, he's gonna be a clueless idiot, isn't he? Bro, what is that? What are those body proportions? Ooh, wait, she have a gun? She has a gun. What? Wait. Why does she have a gun? Fantasy comedy. Okay, I'll give it a shot and see what's up. But I already feel like he's gonna be the clueless idiot, and they're all gonna fail spectacularly at killing him. I'll give it a shot. Dude is all torso, dude. He's like hourglass figure, but like a literal hourglass. Like where the middle is like really tiny, the top is freaking huge. The summer Hikaru died. Two best friends living in a rural Japanese village, Yoshiki and Hikaru, growing up together, they were inseparable until the day Hikaru came back from the mountains and was no longer himself. Something has taken over Hikaru's body, memories, and feelings. Everything they know begins to unravel. Ooh, it's a Netflix original digital manga. Interesting. The characters all look incredibly normal. Oh, we got Gojo. Yay. So he gets like, okay, interesting premise. Alright, we'll see how it goes. I'll give it a shot. Maybe he shouldn't have gone to the mountains alone. Yeah, I know, right? Why do they always do that? The water magician. So I did watch the first episode of this. It aired today. So this guy dies in an accident. Gets reincarnated, so it is an isekai. And he has water magic. And he's kind of just on his own for now. And he's just kind of learning to survive. It's kind of chill like that. No, it's not doing anything different than some of the other ones I watched, but I will keep going to see if it does something different. Because so far it doesn't seem like it's full of tropes, apart from the isekai, that's it. Reborn without the reborn title, exactly. Let's see, Tobe Hero X is continuing, of course, so go watch Tobe Hero X. Togen Anki. You inherit the blood of the Oni. The bloodlines of Oni and Momotaro have been passed down for... Oh no, is this like a mythological one? Just from the visuals alone, this doesn't really look interesting or my kind of thing. Is that a blood gun? What the heck? Oh, actually, it might be interesting. Ooh, dude's got guns though. Ooh, I like guns. Alright, fine. When does it air? 7 days from now, a week from now. Okay. Let's see. Over 1,000 years, they informed the Momotaro Agency, the Oni Agency. They've been locked in conflict ever since. That one pick was a mood. Which one, Derek? This one is kind of edgy. I kind of like it. This one is kind of chill. I like that. Which one, Derek? Mode, yes. Because I kind of want to do this sometimes. I actually do have some ice pops. I had one that was pretty good. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Sounds alright. Sounds interesting. So we'll see. New Generation Dark Hair. Put that one on the watch list. Turkey, Time to Strike. Wait, this is a bowling anime? It's the bowling anime. I thought this one already aired. Yeah. There goes Japan. They're gonna... Bowling's gonna get pretty popular in Japan for the next 4 months. Watch. Ridiculous. Alright, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm good. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. Wait, what? What? Oh, dude's like a... Dude's a human thumb. He has no neck. What? Finally! A protagonist I can get behind. After false accusation, Shigeru Yoshioka becomes an unemployed recluse. By choosing to remain ugly in another world, Shigeru gains a higher status. He begins his second life as an absolute god with cheat-level stats. At first, Shigeru tags along with Seika, Seiji, and leads. But due to a weakness caused by direct contact with a girl, he considers breaking away from the party. However... Okay, I'll see what's up. He looks... That's a man of men. He's formed of many men. So when do we get, like... an Uno anime or solitaire anime, even a Go Fish anime? The thing is, Derek, if we did get those, they'd probably turn it into like a death game anime. I don't know if I'd like that, so we'll see. Oh, this one looks ridiculous. I'll watch it. Watari-kun's is about to collapse. I don't know what that could be. Naoto Watari lives solely for his little sister, Tsushiro, until his chaotic childhood friend Satsuki storms back into his life. Without uttering a single word, her very presence ignites buried memories and unravels his rigid routine. As tensions rise to the surface, Naoto's devotion to Tsushiro clashes with unresolved pain, threatening to collapse his fragile world. Man, see, the problem with the romantic subtext is it's not even romantic subtext half the time. It's like if something has romance in the title doesn't necessarily mean it's actually romance, which sucks. Okay, so it's him fighting over his childhood friend, his sister. Okay, let's see what's up. She has a stick. Okay, I might want that actually. It'd be very over-exaggerated Yu-Gi-Oh card action. That could also be the other option. Alright, we're almost done. Alright, welcome to the Outcasts restaurant. It says fantasy, but it's actually a gourmet anime. So far, the first episode I didn't really like too much because it did air today. So the main guy basically ends up buying a slave to save her. He ends up wasting like 3 million monies, which was a stupid move. First off, that was a dumb move, man. And the food does look good. Problem is, these anime usually end up the same way. I don't really care too much about it, so I might drop this one. Might just drop it. Which watch is continuing, obviously. With vengeance, sincerely, your broken saintess. Lua is a saintess candidate who possesses the power of healing, but her ability had one flaw. She could only heal others by transferring their wounds onto herself. Because of this, others bullied her, calling her the fallen saintess. But it didn't bother Lua because her best friend Ariane always stood up for her. One day, Lua's crush, Commander Garrett, it's funny because it is Garrett's birthday, was on the brink of death from the beast attack. Lua healed him, which left her on the verge of death. When she woke up, she learned that all the credit was given to Ariane, and she finally saw her best friend's true colors. Oh, that sucks. Devastated, Lua is lost and helpless when the second prince appears in front of her with a tempting offer. What would happen to Lua as she begins her new life as a villainess? Oh, she has a stick, indeed, Derek. I wonder when we get a continuation of that Saving Gold Isekai one I liked. Oh, I don't know, actually. That one might just end there because those are usually done to promote the light novel in manga and stuff. So this is a revenge villainess anime. Okay, with a bit of a twist. This almost feels like the Saint one anime from last season, but with a bigger revenge plot, I guess. With You and the Rain. On a rainy day, Fuji meets a cute critter posing as a dog and offering an umbrella and a cue card that says, "Please take me home," and she can't resist. With this dog's poster, quirky charm, and mystery ways, life together becomes a heartwarming adventure of friendship and shared seasons. It's a raccoon dog. Oh wait, no, it's a tanuki. Okay, interesting. Comedy slice of life. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. See what's up. How clumsy are you, Miss Ueno? You said, man. I say anything about. Also, I didn't say anything about the stick that was Gator. You said, man. Oh wait, what? Oh, Gator said it. Oh, because it was right under it. I thought it was part of that. Oh yeah, Gator said the stick thing. My bad. Sorry, Gator. I'll acknowledge your presence. Yes. And that will do it for the summer 2025, which honestly seems not that much variety. Not that many shows, actually, really. A few big hitters like Kaiju number 8 for sure. But other than that, it seems like a pretty cut and dry season. Night of the Living Cat's gonna be funny though, for sure. Hype for that. If they manage to actually make this into a horror anime, I'm gonna be really surprised because it just is action horror. That's it, no comedy. Wow, I jumped up a lot. Yeah, I made it because before it was only 15 per every 5 minutes. I bumped it up to 25 every 5 minutes. So yeah, people can get more candy and stuff to redeem stuff. Alright, so overall, I have my picks of the season. Kaiju number 8, Darling Season 2, Bunny Girl Senpai. Obviously, Dr. Stone, yeah. And a few that I'm interested in watching and see how they end. But for the most part, this season's pretty okay from the looks of it. Not a lot of fantasy, though, which is surprising, really. Yeah, more candy, Gator. You get more candy the more you stay in here. You get I'm pretty sure it's like 25 candy every 5 minutes, something like that. Is it 5 minutes or every 10 minutes? It might be every 10 minutes, but yeah, I'm getting more. Alright, so that'll do it for our spring and summer 2025 anime season roundup. Sounds like a freaking light novel title. So yeah. Also, yesterday I did also go watch Jurassic World Rebirth. I'll rule the world with candy. No, Theater, that's my job. I watched Jurassic World Rebirth yesterday. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Probably not as good as the other ones, but it was pretty good. Felt more like a monster movie. Enjoyed it. Can't wait for it to come out on digital so I can watch it with the boys. Probably have watch along for that. But yeah. So we will not be having a 4th of July special this year. Mainly because it's on a Friday and that falls on Trench's Day. And if we don't do something on Trench's Day that involves him, it gets kind of annoying. I don't want to deal with that. Even though I kind of wanted to do Helldivers, but we'll see. My bad, second in command then. Yes, Gator, you can be like my Candy Gator. You can be like Gummy Goo. Yeah, so we're not doing anything tomorrow. I do kind of need to take a break, honestly. I'm a little bit tired, so I might take next week off from streaming. I don't know yet. We'll see. So yeah, so we'll do that. So for now, thank you for watching. You're all fantastic. This has been the seasonal roundup. Go watch some freaking anime. Be a weeb. And I will see you next stream. Yeah.